Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Going up top. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 38-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to pass. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he returns this to the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll try the left side. It's Clayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Up the middle they go. Clayton. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a stoppage. And, we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. You talk about this Miami defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When he started throwing the football, he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play, and they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on second down.
Before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. First throw now for the backup, Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down, they'll run it here.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gotw, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Tua going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked up on the shot right.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able.
There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the shot right.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.